Hi guys, so today I am doing a get ready with me video. Although I made the mistake and I did not do a before picture, so it is similar to what I have on now, although I am a little bit shiny. But if you like this look, keep watching. Thanks. So here I'm using the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer, mattifying and pore minimizing. Hello, it's oil free. I do like this. It is that dimethicone slippery feel, but I like pressing this into the skin. It fills my pores and it kind of plumps up my fine lines and wrinkles around my eyes and around my mouth. So I do really like this. I don't like, if you just kind of rub it all over the face because it makes my foundation break up, but I do like it. And now I'm going into my new favorite. It's Estee Lauder's Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation, and I'm in the color 1W2 Sand, which is like next to Paler Than Pale. I'm just taking it on the back of my hand because it doesn't have a pump. And I'm using the Eco Tools blending sponge, which I'm kind of having a love-hate. I really like the edge that will allow me to get around my nose and close to my eyes, but it's not as dense as the Beauty Blender. So I actually like the smaller of the sponges that comes in the package, but that one was dirty, so I kind of had to use this one. But I am just pressing this foundation all into my skin, up around my eyes, down my nose. There I go, into those sides of the nose, into the nostril flares. And let's see, I'm going to take it up next to my ears and then just make sure that you take it all the way down the neck so that you don't have that demarcation line between your face and your neck. Okay, so now I'm going to conceal using the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer from Maybelline. I do love this. I use the Neutralizer color because I am kind of a yellow-based skin, and I'm taking it under the eyes, slightly down the nose. I'm highlighting the bridge of the nose and my chin to cover up some acne places that I have going on. And I'm taking that Eco Tools beauty sponge again, and I'm using that edge to get right up underneath the eyes, which is what I really like it for, because I can get all the way up to that lash line. And I am using this beauty sponge wet, just dampened a little bit. And just blending that out under both eyes, going back and forth to make sure that they are equally concealed, same color going on underneath both eyes. You don't want one to be heavier than the other. And I do have several mirrors on my desk, so I check it in different light just to make sure, and get in that chin area. Oh, my soul prays for His thy health and salvation. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I use the color Translucent Extra Coverage, and I'm going to take that on that dampened beauty sponge with the edge, and I'm going to take it up under my eyes to bake. And I take it pretty heavy. And I'm setting that concealer. And if you all haven't baked before, I've talked about it before, but what you do is just go in with a translucent powder and take that powder pretty heavy under the eyes once you put your concealer on, and you just let it sit there for about 5 minutes or so. I'm also baking my chin and all of the places that I put concealer, and it just warms up with your body temperature. And after that 5 minutes or so, you just brush away the excess and you have a flawless finish. And now I'm going into the Maybelline Blushed Nudes Eye Palette. I really like this for a Maybelline product. It does blend pretty well. And I am using the rosy shade, the matte rosy shade, as my transition shade today on a big fluffy brush. It's the Eco Tools Duo. And I'm just taking that into the crease and at the edge of my eye in the V to warm up that area. I know you can't see because my flipping hand is in the way, but you'll see when I move to the other eye. And tap off the excess because it is a little powdery and it does have some fallout. But if you tap off the excess, then you don't get that underneath the eyes. If you do get a little underneath the eyes, you know, since we've got that powder there to bake, we're just going to brush it away anyway. So I'm going back and forth from each eye to make sure that everything is blended perfectly. And there I am taking a clean brush, just cleaning up those edges to make sure that everything is blended out. Making my pretty alien faces. I don't know how pretty they are, but they are alien. I'm looking pretty alien anyway with all of that powder on my face. So now I'm taking a crease brush and I'm going into the furthest one on the right. These are not named, so yeah. But it is the taupey shade that is next to that rosy mauve color. This does have a little shimmer, but it's not too bad. And I am just, again, you can't see because my hand is in the way, but I am just putting that in the outer V and taking it into the crease a little bit. Just the excess into the crease, not too much. I'm going for a pretty natural look today. No eyeliner, nothing like that. So I'm just putting it in that outer V. And I'll take the excess into the crease. Back and forth, windshield wiper motions. That was attractive. I spent a lot of time on my eyes, so just to make sure that I get them to be equal on both sides, I tend to do the right side heavier, and then I have to go back in and fix it. So I'm just taking a clean brush, and again I am just blending that into the transition shade. So I don't want any harsh creases. I cannot talk today. So there you go. And now I'm going to take the lighter peachy shade. It's the second one from the left, and I'm going to take that just onto the lid area, just the mobile lid up to where that transition shade is in the crease, not into the crease, but right up to the crease. And I'm using the other end of that Eco Tools dual brush. We're patting it on the other eye. One of these days I'll get the lighting right and a better camera. But until then, I appreciate y'all hanging with me. And I am taking that into the inner corner and using that as my highlight shade. Just kind of makes you look awake. And I decided that I wanted that outer corner just a little bit darker, so I took on the bottom row the brown in the matte shade, and I'm just doing that outer V. And just take the excess into the crease as well. What we do to the least of these, we have also done to you. We have gotten low. Because you've given us such grace, I wonder like I said, I do spend a lot of time on my eyes. That's probably where I spend the most time. And blending that out once again. Just want everything to kind of look like it melds into one another. Always a little heavier on one side than the other. That just seems to be the way I go. Back and forth, back and forth. Alright, so now I'm going to wipe away the excess powder, and I am just using a little bit of what's left in the top of the Coty Airspun powder. Alright, brow time. And I am using the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer, and I'm using the color Deep Brown, and this just fills in those areas that I have that are kind of sparse. I have been an overplucker, so this just allows me to just clean up those areas, fill those areas in. These do have fibers in them, so I do like that. You can tell the difference between one eye and the other. I'm looking at him like, oh please. Gotta fix this mess. And this brush just has like a mascara type wand on one side, and then it's just flat on the other. And so it's like a really nice brush to be able to brush through, and then it just kind of sets those brows in place. Okay, brows done. And now I am just taking a little, I believe this is a lip brush, and I'm taking that darkest shade that I used last on my eyes, and I'm just going to take it underneath the eyes, just about half of the eye, half of the lower lash line, and I'm just kind of using that as to smudge out like an eyeliner, but with a softer look. And I do this a lot because I don't particularly like a real heavy eye look on myself unless I'm going out, which I rarely ever do because I'm always at home feeling ill. I'm obviously looking for something, and I found it. I'm just taking that eye brush and that eye crease brush, and I'm just smudging that out. I'm taking that same brush again. I cleaned it off. I always keep a washcloth there on my lap so that I don't have a whole lot of brushes, so I just clean off the brushes in between use. And I'm taking that peachy shade on the inner half of my lid, and that just gives me a wide-eyed, awake look, even though I'm not. I'm half asleep. And making really cute alien faces again. Love it. I don't know why I can't put on eye products without opening my mouth. Oh, it's ridiculous. Okay, so now I am taking my Rimmel eyeliner in Nude, and I'm just going to put that in the waterline. And again, what this does is just kind of opens up your eyes, makes your eyes look a little bigger, makes you look a little bit more awake. I don't know how well you can tell from what I just showed you there, but I do like doing this a lot because my eyes tend to be really dark, and especially if you're going for a real dark look, this gives you a really pretty wide awake effect. Going in with my eyelash curler, which I don't always remember to do. I don't know what the problem is, but I tend to forget to do this. And I'm curling those lashes. And I'm using the Maybelline, nope, wrong one, it's the Covergirl SuperSizer Waterproof Mascara, and I am using the color something black. I can't even read it. It is so small on the bottom of this tube. But you saw me wipe away some of the excess. I do like this mascara, but it tends to really be clumpy on me. So if I just wipe the excess off on a tissue, it just gives me the perfect amount of mascara for my lashes. And I really like this wand because it's a little bit longer and it's not real thick, so I can get those little baby lashes in the corner. And evidently I hit myself on the forehead because I am wiping that away. I guess I'm just having a hard mascara day. And I am taking that same peach shade that I used and highlighting my brow bone. Big smile. Shimmering splendor from your starry sky. Let me know. Okay, now I am using the e.l.f. Bronzing palette. And I'm taking the lighter of the two, contour palette, I'm sorry. I'm taking the lighter of the two dark shades just to contour my nose out a little bit. There's nothing wrong with my nose, but I've seen other people do this and I really like the effect that it gives. Everybody's noses are different. If you want to make your nose look really long, then just take it all the way up to your eyebrow. If you're like me and you just, want to make it a little bit slimmer looking, then just take it from the bridge down. Just kind of fluffing that up to get the right shade. Just taking my big fluffy brush and just wiping away that excess, or brushing away that excess, because I don't want it to look too harsh. Now I am using the Wet n Wild Coloricon bronzer, and this is in Ticket to Brazil. And I'm just taking it below my cheekbone all the way back to my ear, not too far down on the face. And I'm not really contouring with this, I'm just giving myself a nice bronzy look, taking it up on the forehead and right above the temple and across the forehead, and then take the excess just along the jawbone. And I take it down the neck so that I don't have that, a real demarcation line there as well. Just get that blended out. And now I'm going to take my blush, my e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Coloricon in Pearlescent Pink. This is my favorite eyeshadow. Oh my gosh. So this is my favorite blush as of right now. I'm taking it on the apples of my cheek and just kind of brushing it back. It's a pretty peachy pinky color with just a little bit of shimmer to it. Not too much, but it is very peachy pinky, and I really like that shade right now. Back and forth, always making sure that it's the same, blended out the same on both sides. And I'm taking that e.l.f. palette again, and I'm taking the highlight shade on a fan brush. And I'm going to take it on the tops of my cheekbones. And up into my temples. And right across the, down the bridge of the nose, and then across the tip. And then once again, I'm going to take it on my finger and just do the Cupid's bow. And I'm taking that shade again that I contoured with, and I'm just going right along the bottom edge of my lower lip to make them look fuller. My lips aren't very big, and so anything I can do to make them just look a little fuller, then I'm going to do. I'm taking the Vivid Matte lip stain, lipstick. I'm not sure what it is. So it's the liquid lipstick, and it is in the number 5 Nude Thrill. I do like these. It does take a while for them to completely get to a matte finish. I would call it more of a demi-matte. I have the hardest time putting on liquid lipstick. I don't know about you. I always get it kicked up in the corner, or I go too far up on the Cupid's bow. There I am cleaning up that corner. I just have the hardest time. I just have the weirdest lips. And now it is time for some setting spray. This is the NYX Matte Finishing Spray, and I am dousing my face. Love this stuff. And just kind of fanning myself so that it will dry. And there you go. So this is the finished look. It's very natural, kind of glowy, and what I usually wear on an everyday basis. So I hope you enjoyed this Get Ready with me. If you would like to see more of these, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below. Make sure to subscribe and share. I really love that you all watch my channel and are giving me so much support. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.